There's enough volume for everybody?
Yeah, you might get demonetized with the amount of thigh I'm showing.
There's a lot of thigh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm at KFC.
Oh.
That's funny. Guys, welcome to Brighter Side. We are here.
Together.
No.
Welcome to Better Yet.
No, we are here at Brighter Side. We got Anderson on the couch. We got Brian on the side couch here. We're all here, and we're here for some brighter sides of
Do you
things.
hear me when I breathe?
Yeah, when you go directly
yeah.
into it like that. Yeah, but it's good. You breathe. We want you to breathe.
We like that. It sounds good.
Yeah, we want you to just enjoy yourself, breathe as much as you want.
Well,
but we're here.
It is brighter life.
And I will say, I'm going to say this right off the gate.
Yep.
This is our second time.
Oh, yeah, this is our second time.
This is our second time. We filmed a whole podcast.
But the problem is I didn't get the memo. Bobby didn't really tell me what the podcast was.
You didn't get the memo that the podcast was happening while you were filming it?
Well, no, I got the memo that the podcast was happening, but I didn't really look at it. He wasn't wearing a T-shirt that said, brighter side, smiley face. It was
Shopbrighter.co.
Like, welcome to the podcast. Let's have a chat. How's life?
Yeah.
And I was just having a bad morning, so I was like, it's all right. Bit depressing.
We filmed a whole thing. I edited the whole thing.
Yes.
It took a couple hours. And then I made about 10 TikToks out of it.
Yeah.
And then I showed this guy, and he was like, yeah, let's redo it.
It was just.
We're here.
Andy.
I know, but listen, because
you made this man go through all this shit.
It's okay. It's like
that.
Yeah, it's like 8 hours, man. It's okay.
But I didn't realize that this was like I'm a happy guy, all right, and that was just a bad.
So convincing.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, it just wasn't.
Okay, but this time we got a little bonus on the couch of Brian here for the first time. Let's go.
We got the brighter side. Look, you wanted more of a bright side to this.
Oh,
you brought me in. Okay, let's make it bright, y'all.
Yeah,
let's go. See,
this is gonna be a good conversation.
Yeah, so you're firing shots at Seb then, because he was here in the last episode.
I will say this right now. I didn't know who the third person was on the last Darker Side podcast.
Well, last time, and
right
Seb is in New York right now. Otherwise, he would be here. He's a staple.
Seb is a staple, 100%.
Yeah.
And the thing is with Seb though, he is brighter side during the day.
Yeah.
But then when it hits like 11 o'clock, he's like extra dark side.
Darker side?
Isn't it right though?
I don't know. He's not here to defend himself. I can't say.
Well, yeah.
Bobby doesn't stay up past 11 p.m.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I would be asleep.
But you know what I'm talking about. We'll be sat at IHOP and he'll be like, dude, let's travel, bro. And then it will hit 11 p.m. and he'll be like, I could just kill that guy right now. And I'm like, Seb, what are you doing? And he was like, this guy looks a bit dodgy outside. And he's like, but oh well if he kills me. And I'm like, bro, what? He just switches. So,
that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, he's well-rounded. He's a well-rounded guy.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. He's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he has a lot of life experience that leads him to believe that there are some people to not be trusted.
You got to be careful out there. And so we're in the podcast. We're doing it again, 2.0. First one will never see the light of day. Maybe it will. I don't know. But I start the podcast out with the same question every time. Shout out Sadie Robertson. A lot of people don't know where I get this from. Sadie Robertson. Whoa, that's a good podcast. The best podcast. Go check it out.
What does Sadie Robertson ask?
Sadie Robertson asks every single time, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Okay.
And it's actually really good because then you just hear people's from different experiences piling on really good advice.
Okay.
And I actually started taking notes on it. So I'm like, dang, that's pretty good.
I like that question.
Yeah, so that's really good. So she for sure inspired the brighter side question, which is, what is your happiest memory?
Oh.
What are you about to say?
Well,
your best piece of advice?
No, because I saw like an image that was like, do you have a problem in life?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look at that question, do you have a problem in life? And then you say no. Then it goes to, then why worry?
Okay.
Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it?
Okay.
Yes. Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it? No. Then why worry?
Wow.
Dang, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You just have that right there at hand.
Yeah, and then there's a few other things that like I like the advice thing because I think whenever I hear something good, I'm just like, you know what? And like, and especially in that case, like you're getting people that she like usually has on like book authors that are like
they're doing like self-help or something like that.
So not just like stupid influence heads and
No, sometimes she does.
Oh, sometimes you get us on there.
Nice. No, you guys are great.
It's bright side.
No, but like,
it's brighter side.
No, it's really cool though to like get people's like different best pieces of advice.
Yep.
And so I was like, dang, I want to do something like that, but I want to do happiest memory, because then that will kind of give people a deep dive into like the guest and like what makes them happy, maybe something personal that they're not saying it all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your happiest memory, would you say?
My happiest memory, that's such a hard one.
He's like, what's that?
Yeah. It's usually
like, next question.
Usually like what makes you happy. So it's kind of like, that's the question that everyone asks. What's my happiest memory?
Yeah, what's one of your, like, when you just remember being the happiest, it's a happy time.
You know what's ridiculous?
What?
I've done this podcast literally before.
Yes, it's true.
And I should have literally known that I was going to be asked this one question, and I still didn't prepare anything.
Yeah, I know.
So
We're gonna have to scrap this one too. We're reshooting next week.
Yeah, I'm going to
see you on 3.0.
Yeah, 3.0. My happiest memory.
Yeah.
Just off the top of the dome, when I was saying I bought that car in the UK, the day I like picked it up and drove it home, I was over the moon.
Yeah, because that's something you were like working towards for a while.
Yeah, but I've probably had happier days, yeah. So I just can't think. The problem is most of my memories with my family are fun and happy. So it's like I actually
it's a
can't
good problem.
nail it down to one.
So I mean, so you're just saying in general, though, probably just when you get together with your family, hang out, which you're pretty far from now.
Yeah, I actually don't know what my the car thing was pretty good. That was a great.
How long did you want that specific car?
I wanted that exact one probably for a month.
Oh,
yeah,
and then you finally got it.
Like I always wanted like a fast car and stuff like that. So it was like I wanted that for my whole life, but then I wanted that exact one.
Yeah. I mean, it's always cool to like have different goals and just do that check box.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love that feeling. Anything new, something new. That's why I got like tattoos as well, because I feel like I needed something new and something like, oh, that's cool.
What about the whole life out here in LA? That being a new thing.
Is that your happiest memory? Because you've lived here now?
Dude,
that's a straight up no. Okay, let's.
No.
Yeah,
that's a darker side.
That's a darker side. Yeah.
What's your happiest memory? Because I want to flip this on you, because I feel like a lot of people that come on this show.
I don't have I said it once. It's just one that just popped into my head. It's probably not the happiest, but it was a happy memory.
Happiest.
Okay, so it starts off in middle school. I did a talent show in front of the whole school, 900 people. I played Blink-182, and it was horrible, and I lost. It was very sad. And then that was middle school. In high school,
that was a good memory?
No, but that's necessary to know how much this next thing is.
Got it.
So throughout high school, I was in different bands. It was super fun. We just had like punk rock shows in people's houses. It was fun. And then at the end of high school, senior year, did a talent show again, first place.
Nice.
And it was just like a nice redemption of like, okay, I'm done with school, got the first, let's go. And it was just fun more than anything. But it was like a fun memory because I just failed so bad.
One of my happiest things was leaving school.
Just being done?
Yes.
I mean, that's a happy time in life for most people.
I do miss it though. It was a happy time at school. It was great. It's like when else are you going to see your friends every single day for
that
like
is
work?
True. Yeah.
You know, there's never going to be a time where all your friends are free and you meet up every single day.
Dang, that's kind of sad now that I think
you
about
move
it.
to LA and you work with a bunch of influencers
and you live next door.
Every single day.
Yeah, until you literally move to LA where everyone literally doesn't have a job but somehow earns money.
Yeah, but that is true. Whenever you're in school, you're seeing the same people every single day.
Yeah.
I mean, the good and the bad though. Like if you like don't like people or if there's some annoying people, you still have to see them too. But for the most part,
really boring too.
Which happens more often than not.
Yeah, but then, so that's a happy memory. Would you...
What?
I'm asking the questions.
You can. No. It's just a combo.
This is a question for both of you, actually.
Let's go.
Would you rather...
Ooh.
Since we're talking about happy memories, would you rather relive your happiest memory or forget your worst memory?
Oh, my God.
Wait, isn't that super easy?
Is it?
Would you rather relive your happiest memory or forget your worst memory? But if you just forget your worst memory, Because then you won't have your worst memory. But you're saying, does that take away from your happiest memory?
No.
I feel like it's too easy of a question.
No.
Yeah, you just forget the bad one.
Yeah, well, if that's your answer, then you would choose to
Well, how
forget
happy
the
was
bad
the
one.
happy moment?
Like, you just get, like, one shot, one choice.
Just that feeling of being, like, the happiest you've ever been again.
Probably just forget the other one. And then there's going to be other happier times, probably.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Oh.
I feel like it's easy. What are you second guessing?
Because you have to relive your bad memory.
Oh, like you have to relive the bad or relive the good?
Both.
And then you forget it after?
relive your happy memory and be happy, or relive your worst one and be depressed.
Which one do you choose?
No.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
No.
I get it.
That's not the question.
What do you mean?
That's not the question. Relive your happiest memory.
Okay, so if there's a genie,
Right.
boom.
Hello,
And they're like,
hello, Brian.
there we go.
Would you rather relive your happiest memory on this planet, or
Once?
I can just zap your brain and you can forget the worst thing that's happened to you? But you don't get shit for that. You just forget it.
I do think I would zap my worst memory.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, because you already lived your happiest memory.
Yeah, and then you go back to relive your happiest memory. It's not as good, and then you're just pissed off for the rest of your life.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about how we met. This was in 2017, bruh. That was 6 years ago.
Oh, I thought you said I was 6. I was like, I don't think I was that young.
You were 6 and I bottle fed you. No, we met in 2017. You moved randomly into the house that I was in with a bunch of other people. Mm-hmm. You were just a young buck from the UK, just with one suitcase to your name. I don't know if that's true. No, you guys had a lot of suitcases and you always wear Gucci pants.
One suitcase.
Yeah, he would walk in, Gucci pants.
Yeah.
That was
Showing up.
Yeah, that was your... Franny called you... Oh, no, that was Harrison. Harry High Pants?
Yeah.
Or were you the High Pants?
He was High Pants.
What do you remember from that time, 2017? Crazy house. Everyone was wild.
You were like 15, weren't you?
Yeah.
You're just a kid with a dream.
No one was really... Our lives were each other.
Yeah.
No one had other side quests.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just like, I knew what JC was doing that day. I knew what Franny was doing that day. Like Bobby, I knew everyone's schedule. Everyone knew everyone's schedule. And we were like, let's just go to a movie tonight. People had other friends, but every single day was the priority.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember. I remember just doing stuff together all the time. And then you would have these other people that came around and that would come with and do shit. But
That's
it was,
true.
It was kind of like all plans were within our tight.
Yeah, that's true, huh? That was nice because...
But now it's like, I have to check. Sorry, I just did a big inhale when I was like...
No, it is different now. Now you like say like, oh, let's go eat. And they're like, oh, I can next week.
Franny's getting like I don't even know what she does. Just the trendy LA stuff. Or,
yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. What's a liquid IV?
I don't know. It's
Something
like hydrates you.
Someone's getting a liquid IV done or something.
Someone's getting an IV. Yeah, people are doing their own shit.
It's like, it's just then you just give up.
It's a lot harder to like make plans 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's easier kind of for us because we're still right here-ish.
Yep.
But for the most part, you don't know now when like JC's streaming different times every day.
Yeah.
Kian's doing his different things, billion different things. Franny's going over here. Neza's out of town. Like everyone's in just a billion different directions. So it's way harder.
And everyone's grown up.
Yeah.
So we all have different missions.
Yeah.
I think like some people are doing the business route, some people are doing the influencer route, some people are doing music route, some people are doing acting. Like everyone's taking. Yeah. I think YouTube and influencing is a lily pad for most people that you sort of build for yourself to jump off and progress into another industry.
Yeah, and at that time back in the day, we were all just doing YouTube.
We were all on that lily pad,
Yeah, like you knew I was going to be filming 3 times a week. I have my camera every time we go anywhere.
Yeah. It was like, I knew your editing schedule. And
that is different, but it's also like, it's crazy how different it is, but it's also nice to remember that and just think of it in a way of like, okay, that's cool that happened. We all lived through it and it was fun. and like that's a good memory, and yeah, just kind of take it for what it is. Because I think if you get into the mindset of like, oh, I wish it was still like that or this or that, it just robs you of the
100%, 100%. Yeah.
And also, you know, you have all of that foundation, that background between all of you guys that still plays into how you guys work together today.
Yeah.
Like literally today, y'all are doing a podcast. You weren't doing a podcast back then. You're doing a podcast back right now.
Yeah.
And what are you talking about? You're talking about those memories of that time back then, and you're building this whole entire conversation, this content off of the rapport you have with one another because of that time. Yeah. Like it's easy to like be like, oh, I wish it was still like that. But then today is so great because of how great it was then too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I also had my brother then too.
Yeah.
Like that was a big part. I think it will feel the same when he's back because I was never sort of without family.
Yeah, that's
up
true.
until recently, and he was Yeah, it
was always you guys like kind of sticking together, editing in the kitchen, getting stuff done, doing your little side things of little skits and stuff like that.
I just want him to come out here now. I think that's what's missing. Like once I have him back here, just like for a bit, like that's gonna feel like how it was before.
Yeah. Is there a visit planned?
Yeah, is he coming?
When's he coming?
Potentially, yeah.
H, get out here, bro.
Nah, for real.
Where is he?
That's fun.
Yeah, he's just so much fun, and it was just funny. Like that, the funniest times I just remember with us two just joking around. So it'd be cool to have him out here again, and it's completely different. It's like the last time when he came out, it's like we're staying on like the floor.
Yeah.
And then this time like we have an apartment, and it's cool.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, because you moved here.
Yeah.
You're here now. It took a little bit of a lot behind the scenes actually.
Yeah.
But you're here now. Does it feel good like finally being here and not having to have like an end date to it?
Yeah, there's no end. I mean, there is no end date, I suppose. It's all up in the air, but it's just I have like my goals with sort of like certain business things, and it's just.
Does it feel weird to move away from like your bro and family and stuff?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's just so busy, and it's very hard with the time zone. Just trying to, because the busiest sort of time of your day is when everyone's awake over there, so it's very hard to sort of stay in contact and keep that.
You do a good job of keeping up with everyone though. Like you're always on the phone with your family.
I do try. Yeah,
and I mean you'll go back and forth too. You like to travel. You're a traveler of sorts.
I do. Yeah, I do go back and forth. It's just it's a long flight.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say too that have you ever seen this guy's like camera roll with all of his travels?
Not really, no.
This guy. Okay, so a while back we're at Subway.
Okay.
And I don't know how it came up, but this guy like he doesn't really post on social media all this stuff. He was like referencing this time in like Dubai or something. He's like, oh yeah, check this out. He has just like a camera roll of just like the coolest, craziest like pictures that you would see on Instagram with like 1 million likes. And he just doesn't post them. He's in a bunch of different countries. He's in a bunch of different places. He's like in a Lambo, like with a camel moving by him or something. And I'm like, bro, I don't know a single person in the entire world that even takes like a decent picture and doesn't share it.
And doesn't put it on social.
Yeah. So why didn't you share it? Why don't you share those things? You have a ton.
I just wanted some time off like the social media. I just kind of like fell out of love with it, and I've realized that I actually Instagram especially I don't really care about. I don't want to like wake up to like try and look my best to take a picture. I just can't be asked. I don't really like having my picture taken too much. I don't really like it, and I kind of just, it's nice to actually like live and like, I don't know, I feel like it takes away from your experience if I'm like sat on a camel in the middle of a desert in Dubai, and I'm like, this is insane. Look at this. Yeah. That is insane. Like I'm going to remember this forever. Or if I'm like, right, camel, you dickhead, don't move because I'm taking a photo, and you're like, hold this, and you're like, he keeps moving, and it's like you're staring at the camera like, looking all like.
But I think it takes
so cool. away from it, I think.
Yeah, I think it's so cool because most people, especially in Los Angeles, but like most people, like that's just like not even an option to like not kind of capitalize on the moment to like share with people. And so like, yeah, when I saw that, it was so random to me because I mean, I'm guilty of it too. Like I take pictures when I'm out doing stuff and this and that, post on social media. Cause like, obviously like as people that post stuff, like you need stuff to post. So like, yeah, it was cool to see like all that stuff. And you have so much. Are you going to ever post it at any point, you think?
Maybe. I don't really know. I just, It
wasn't really taken to share. It was taken
no, exactly.
to remember the experience.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Which is cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's what was fun.
Like we got to take a slice of that for ourselves.
To your point though, Bobby, you know, talking about like, oh, am I living this out or am I worried about the picture I'm going to get from this so that I can share it on social media? For me, at least what I've tried to conceive of in the last few years is you can be vlogging, taking Instagram stories of your daily life, all those kinds of things. That's essentially one kind of content, lifestyle content. You capture it as you go. Maybe you set some things up. Or you do something like this. We sit down, we have this appointment, we have this time, it's 2 p.m., we have these cameras rolling. When we get up and go out of here, we're not like taking a million Instagram stories or not, whatever. Maybe we'll take a selfie, whatnot. We're not like going to go to the pool and make sure that we like capture it and make it look perfect and beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
We have this set amount of time to make this content, and the rest of our time, we get to just live our lives.
Yeah, it is very different doing like something like this versus like vlogging and having to like find things to do.
Yeah.
To like, oh, if I post 3 times a week, I have to find something to do. And I mean, that's a part of the job too, is like trying to find that thing. Because obviously you still have to do stuff. But yeah, it is a different like lifestyle for sure.
I also like just doing my own thing and not having people know what I'm doing. I don't like everything about my life being out there.
Yeah, I feel like more and more that's for sure the way to go.
I've heard that about the new generation coming up, that they're going to be like the most private generation ever because all of our generations before them just got more and more unprivate.
Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't like, I'll post on Instagram every 6 months or something and just be like, look here, I'm still alive. Like I got this cool thing and this is quite cool. And I got that and this happened and I went here, but I'm not like avidly posting. Like I don't know. I find it so strange because you don't know who's looking at your shit. So it's kind of like I probably, which is weird to think about, there is a murderer that's seen our stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
But yeah, not that I'm not saying that like I'm some like, I don't know, crazy celeb at all. But,
just
but
in
it's
general.
just like in general, I don't really want people knowing about my business in a sense.
I mean, there's
I don't know,
there's something to it because like that's how I view like privacy. Like I pretty much put a ton of stuff out there for the most part, but like I keep my actual like family and like my family life pretty to myself because I'm like they're like the best people, the coolest people, they're like the best part of me. And so like that's something that I don't want to try and post to get likes, or if the likes are weird, then it's like, oh, like there's no correlation. Like that's just my private, like good thing. Yeah. And so there's for sure something to say about like having stuff private.
And I just think as well, like, I think I'm saying that I'm not getting like, I'm not old, but like as I'm like getting older and like maturing, I'm sort of figuring out that it's sort of about trying to make yourself feel the most fulfilled. And I think it's more fulfilling doing something that makes you happy rather than what looks good and makes it look like you're happy or some shit. I don't know. Yeah. I'm kind of just like, I'm just enjoying stuff, and then I'll do some content stuff like streaming random stuff and all that. I'll be in streams. I don't really care, but it's just like, I'm not going to do like a fridge tour and show everyone every single calorie. Like, do you know what I mean? If I've always thought, you know, when someone opens their fridge, like seeing inside of someone's fridge, I think is a lot.
Personal.
Yeah, and another thing is just like seeing the world, traveling. Like that's what I want to do. If I can work remotely, which I'm lucky enough to do, obviously the reason I'm here is because it's better for me work-wise. But it's like the hub of the industry. But
that's what I was going to ask. What does bring you fulfillment? And I've heard you say it before. It's travel. You love traveling.
Yeah.
And which is cool because over there in the UK, like there's just like a different realm of what's around. So you can like go to, I mean, everything's right there.
There's so much in Europe.
Yeah. And I mean, we can go to Arkansas or something. I don't know. Yeah, shout out all the Arkansas people.
Shout out Arkansas. The thing is, bro, though, you're right, though. You can just hop from country to country in 45 minutes and all of a sudden experience this brand new language and culture.
That's pretty cool.
And here in the U.S., we do not have access to that. We don't even know how great and fulfilling that is.
Yeah, I know, 100%. And speaking of like getting older, growing up, let's talk about love. Woo. I think it's time.
See your prompts.
What are we gonna get into?
You know, it's in we're in 2023.
Right.
It's a little different out there. Mm-hmm. Like, you're stoked about this. I'm
ready to hear it.
Brian's a lover.
I'm more.
I love Andy. I love Bobby. I want to talk about love. Let's do it.
What? I'd ask this from both of you. 2023. Give me some love advice, some dating advice. How do you date in 2023? How do you date?
You know,
being in Los Angeles.
I'm not saying this personally or to you or anything, just a general consensus and like just facts about what, because you're saying 2023.
2023, that's where we're at.
Well, if you think about like back in the day, everyone would go out and you would have to meet a certain somebody and
just
then
out and about.
You would get talking and then that would be it and your head wouldn't be turned because all you know is the people in your town and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And everyone would just be like, oh, that person's nice. Mm-hmm. And then they would be together. But now I think there's so much comparing, even like with personally with people, when you don't talk about love and you're not talking about relationships and you're talking about like self-love, even your body and your body image and all this like Instagram where it's edited in good angles and stuff, people aren't happy with themselves because of what they see on Instagram. So it's that exact same analogy, like that exact same format is the same with, let's say, relationships. The problem with relationships, I've heard people say, is that when you find your person, you like, I feel like a lot of people aren't happy because people are too picky now. Because what you have is loads of people are on dating apps where you look at someone and you go, nah. People. I'm not on a dating app, by the way. Never have been. People are swiping. People are swiping through. Yeah. And they're going, you don't look good. Swipe. Like, bro, real life is like meeting someone. And then like people are now at a point where they're just swiping through women or men. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know.
You think that's like people, messing up our brains?
Well, yes, because people search for perfection, I suppose.
No, 100%. Yeah. I feel like, they're looking for perfection. And then if maybe there's a lot, but not 100% perfect, I feel like maybe people are thinking, I need to keep looking.
Because it's like the body image thing. It's like you work out and you're happy with yourself. Then you go on Instagram and you see some shredded dude and you're like, well, that's not me. I'm screwed. But then it's the same as like, if you're on Instagram and in general, let's just say you meet someone and then she's on Instagram and there's all these like male models and you're just like, well, you know. Yeah. I don't know. It's just something to think about. It's like, I think the problem is dating apps though. Yeah. I think the problem is dating apps because it requires no human interaction.
Well, yeah, to like go up to someone in real life is, I'm going to just speak for everyone, mostly. I feel like it's a lot harder to just go up to someone in real life versus like, I'm going to go home, I'm in my living room, feed her up, I can go swipe, maybe find someone. But even that, you're completely going off of looks at first. They could have some stuff that you can relate to, but yeah, it's just tough.
Well, and then go on.
What about the happy medium though, between just seeing someone on Tinder, swiping left or right, and then just seeing someone in person and maybe you're not talking to them? What about you see them in person, you meet them in person, you have mutual friends, you slide into their DMs?
Like after a conversation?
Yeah.
I mean, is
that better?
I would say that counts as like something for sure. Because you already know your personalities, you know how you're like kind of going with the flow versus like, but I think in general, you're saying in like 2023, it's kind of like a subconscious thing of, we're used to so much on the menu basically to choose from?
I mean, it's like I'm not even I'm just saying the facts of back in the day before social media and dating apps. Someone would meet their significant other and that would be it.
Yeah.
And like now, I don't really spend time on social media at all. Mm-hmm. I'm not on Instagram really, not really on much.
Yeah.
But most people will just go on Instagram and see everything the same as how you see other people's bodies and compare yourself. It's like maybe people are like just thinking, wow, there's so many options.
Maybe it's good to log off the dating apps, log off the phone more, go out into the real world. I think that's like a positive thing to say, because I think that's true. Like, just go out there and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wrap the point up by saying, like, just put your phone down and like actually get some human interaction.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Because I think it's not right for a human, like human instincts to just like, it's not normal to just like look and I don't know.
I like that you said the instinct part of it, because I feel like that does play a part when you meet someone in real life. You like have some quick banter back and forth or something like that. Like you just can't live that out on an app.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
And when you meet someone, you connect with someone, give it a few different tries. Like, let it have its own little trial period.
Yeah.
And if there's something that doesn't completely jive when you're first starting to get to know each other, move beyond it, find the areas that you have in common, and see if anything can grow from it.
Yeah.
Give it a chance. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be perfect.
But again, I mean, obviously people use dating apps and they probably work, and I know people have got married from them and all that shit. So honestly, I could be chatting out my ass, but it doesn't matter.
Honestly, do whatever you want, guys.
Honestly, just do whatever you want. You personally, you asking for advice yourself?
I mean, I guess, but I liked everything you said there, because I think I could take the advice from that of get off my phone and go see what's out there in the real world. You know, it's summertime love. It's in the air.
I'd argue, Bobby, you're probably like the most eligible bachelor in the city of Los Angeles this summer.
You think so?
I think you're up there. Who else? There's Crawford's up there.
Probably a bunch of people, honestly. But we're all just looking for love, you know? There are apps of AI girlfriends and boyfriends.
You would know about that.
I've heard about it.
You
guys, are you scared of AI?
No.
Oh, I am, yeah.
I will say.
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
What are we going to do?
Well, I think everyone should, instead of being scared about it and complain about it, you're not going to beat it. It's the way the world is going. So, you know, take advantage of being early and learn about it and be ahead of the game. If you stop complaining about it and actually just use your time that you would usually complain to just educate yourself, then you may still be scared of it, but you can make use of it. It's so helpful, especially within our industry.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's helpful with everybody's industry. I know accountancy is being affected a lot because accounts can be done using AI and stuff like that. But if you're an accountant, there's so many things you can do. You can decrease your price and introduce AI into your system and make your job easier. And then just, you know, deduct the costs for your and you know, just keep everyone happy. Just evolve with the times instead of being behind.
So use it as a tool, basically.
Yeah, just see what tools are out there that can help you in your industry instead of being scared and complaining, because you're not going to stop it. I don't think a little old woman at home going, "This is stupid." I don't think she's going to single-handedly stop AI from taking over the world. She's not.
I think as it is right now, it is like in the tool phase of like, it could be helpful. I think what makes it scary is the fact of like, what is it going to turn into? And obviously with anything, like if you don't know it and you're thinking about the future of it, it could be scary. But as of right now, I don't think there's scary portions. I think it's more of like, what is it going to turn into? You know, it's like with that AI girlfriend, boyfriend app.
Yeah, but think about it. There's probably a lot of pros too. A lot of people that are lonely and have no one to talk to. I'm sure, genuinely, seriously, jokes aside, the AI friends and stuff has probably helped a substantial amount of people.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah, it's a greater need than we even recognize.
Yeah. It's easy for us to sort of hate on it, and for most people to hate on it. But for someone that's actually lonely and has no one in their life and not even a dog or something,
I'm gonna cry, dude.
A lot of people like that.
Makes me sad. My heart goes out to them.
You'd be surprised.
Yes.
I just want to be friends with them.
And if
guys, I hope you're watching.
Exactly. If they're watching, like, hey, we're here with you.
Yeah, you're on the other side of the seat with us. You're our people. That's what's up.
That's why we do what we do.
100%.
We're there with people. We're being ourselves. Hopefully, we can empower other people to do the same.
How do you guys, both y'all, how do you turn a negative situation to a positive one? Do you have like a go-to? Do you have like a certain way? You got another graph in there?
Do you have a problem in life? No. Then why worry?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it? No. Then why worry? No. Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it? Yes. Then why worry?
That is good. That is really good. In theory. But then, you know, honestly, you get to the point where it's like, oh yeah, I can't do anything about this. It's still going to stress me.
So how do I turn something negative into a positive?
Yeah.
I think you just have to, recently too, just a lot of bullshit's just happened in like health with different people I know and love and stuff. Yeah. It's just not a vibe. And obviously it's negative, but it does help people. And, you know, like shit just does happen in the world. And I think when you sort of come to terms with the fact that shit just does happen, you don't walk around expecting everything to be perfect and then you're fine. Like, and then obviously, yes, negative situations and bullshit happens. It happens to me all the time. All the time. But I think a good way of looking at it is just thinking about every single negative thing and everything that's fucked up that's happened in your life and just thinking about like, yo, what did I learn from that? Yeah. And just taking everything as a lesson. So it's like, I crack my phone, I'm so pissed off, and I'm like, nah, I'm a dickhead. What did I learn? Get a fucking case, you dick. Yeah. And it's like, I've learned something, so now I know I'm never going to make that mistake again.
For sure, yeah. You could take good out of everything, and that's kind of like an annoying term and like thought process, but it is true. Like if you go through something and you learn something or take something from it that you can actually apply to the future, then, I mean, you're just taking good steps forward in like to a better place, you know.
But then obviously there's a line, as Brian said, because it's like you can't just be like, what, turn negative into a positive. You've got cancer. Oh well, maybe just don't get it. It's just like, bro, there's a line. You can't
control that. It's
you
fine.
Can't. So it's like in certain situations, of course, but like some people close to me, which is really weird in the past like year, just like cancer's just been attacking like loads of people that are so close to me, and seeing them individually, it's it's mad like how some people deal with it, because you would think it's just like you sit and you're just sad every day all day, but it's actually just switched people's lives around and they see it as a fight, and everyone's remaining really positive who I know, and just crushing it and like doing things that they probably would have never done if they didn't have that sort of scare. And then it's almost like once you do beat it, any of these battles as well, it's like I don't know, you just again learn and just think, wow, like
just take something out of it.
I need to live my life to the, you know, max potential.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just life in general. Like we have one life, everyone lives it, everyone's got their thing, everyone's got their problems, everyone has different problems, everyone has the same problems, and it's just like that's where I think like kindness comes into play of like everyone's going through something, everyone's going through different stuff, like let's just be good to it. Like let's not add to it by being mean or being crazy to each other.
It's there are so many things going on in the world that are so terrible and so dark. And then you get it down to an individual level. Everyone is going through something, if not one thing, two things, if not two things, 20 things.
Yeah.
So we don't have control over that. And so, like, to your original question, what do you do with a negative situation? Ultimately, if you can't control something about a situation, like Andy's quote says, my way to actually be able to live that out is to think about what I can control.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, I have this problem over here. This person is treating me like shit, or like this friendship is strained, or I'm behind on this over here.
Yeah.
Maybe I can't do anything about any of those situations at the moment, but I can only think about one thing at a time. I'm going to think about my next right step.
Yeah.
Get up out of bed. I'm going to start working on my next project. I'm going to make a plan for the next few days.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
And that always makes me feel happier and positive, regardless of all these other things that are going on, because you're only really going to feel what you're thinking about and doing, regardless of what else is actually happening concurrently.
Yeah,
writing things down, like once everything becomes a bit overwhelming and stuff.
Yeah,
I think problem solving is like so important, and just drawing a line through things.
Yeah,
because everything piles up, and then you begin to just not get anything done, and you just get lost within.
Yeah, there's like a certain level of like organization and like discipline that I think helps with a lot of things. And discipline's hard. For a lot of people, myself included, with certain things, but once you actually exercise discipline, because discipline itself sounds like a bad word. Yeah. It's just like people want to turn away, same like failure. But it's like these things are in place for they're not bad. You can live through it, you can learn through it, and it's just making the decision to do something.
Well, I think everything negative, you can try and find the positive in every negative situation, problem solve. Think about how you can solve it, and if you can't solve it, just not to worry. I think taking your emotion out of situations helps too, and thinking logically rather than emotionally.
Yeah.
And then also, I think any negative situation, let's even say with anything, absolutely anything, family, work, anything, if you're being mistreated, or you're seeing how something just isn't working, you can then think, right, well, this isn't working. I now know what not to do. So I'm going to do the opposite. Yeah. Because then if everything was good and there wasn't any negatives and everything was perfect, you'd just be comfortable.
So important to not let yourself get mistreated.
And then if you are, you just think, I would never want to do this to anyone else. I feel like there's a lot more value seeing something fail than there is seeing something succeed.
Yeah,
seeing the mistakes.
Yeah, I think people think failure and they're just like, I can only fail once, and once I fail, I'm a failure and I'm done. But it's like, no, you could fail 80,000 times. That's what's like the good thing about it. And every time you can learn something. So, I mean,
failing is the best way to learn.
100%. And yeah, it's looked at as such like a negative thing, but it's really not. Like, fail as much as you can, and you're going to get somewhere.
And there's this quote that I saw in Alex Wasabi's garage in his gym once that always sticks with me. It's that it says on a whiteboard in his garage, one performance can change your life.
Yeah. Wow.
And to me, that also speaks to like Benjamin Franklin with the key and the kite inventing the light bulb.
Yeah.
He tried so many different times, and it only took one time for him to become the inventor of modern.
And look at us now.
Yes, thank you, Benjamin.
Thank you.
I believe it was him.
Yeah.
But this is the same for us. It's the
pretty
same
sure
for,
it was this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean though? Like,
yeah.
In our jobs, we have to try so many different things, so many different times. We don't know if it's going to work. We've literally never done it before.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it doesn't work. And regardless, we have to get up and do it again the next day.
Yeah.
For sure. Do you remember a time where someone's kindness made a big impact in your life?
Last week, went to get a car wash. Actually, it was his fault because his car machine was broken, but he gave me a free car wash.
Hey,
that was kind.
That made a big impact on you.
It was his fault.
But even so,
he could have said, "Sorry, mate, car machine's down. Go home."
Yeah.
But
did that
maybe it was me not having Apple Pay. It was something. But it was kind.
But he let you go.
He let me through for free.
How did that make you feel?
Good.
Did it make you want to pass it on at all? And if so, how? Have you passed it on since? And if not, what's wrong with you?
Have I passed it on since? I try to pretty much every day do something decent for someone.
Yeah.
I tried feeding the homeless the other day. Never doing that again. Joking.
Oh.
That was a joke, by the way. That was a joke. It wasn't a joke that I was trying to feed the homeless. I did feed the homeless.
The one time where they chased you.
Yeah. I nearly died. That's why I said it. But I said the joke of I'm never doing that again, just purely for shock value. So don't catch me.
Well, also based off your experience, something bad happened.
Based off my experience, I just thought it was quite funny because I tried getting McDonald's for a homeless dude, and then his drugs kicked in when I was standing next to him, and he started sort of shouting at me. And then I was walking him back to his house.
Yeah.
Tent. Bag.
Yeah.
Home.
His home.
Yeah. Which that's how it is over here, guys.
Sorry.
It's
Yeah,
just
no, I'm sorry, I misspoke. But I took him back, and then he
Yeah.
had a mob of angry homeless men looking at me,
Yeah.
a wallet, and a fresh McCrispy. And I was like, this doesn't look good because I've just fed one of the boys. Everyone's going to kill me. And then they all, and I was like, nah, do you know what? I would buy the rest of them McNuggets for sure. But then some dude started like shouting, saying, oi, and I was like, I should probably go. I don't really want to die.
because it is nighttime and it's under a bridge.
Yeah, it was like 11 p.m. and I was
there by
under
himself.
a bridge with about 6 homeless dudes. Wouldn't recommend it.
And they started chasing you.
It was like a fast walk more so than a chase because they were all a bit like,
Yeah.
in the nicest way possible. Look, and yeah.
And
it's
if you're not from LA, it's just very common. It's very sad. We see this all the time.
Yeah.
You want to help, and sometimes it is just a little bit like unsafe to help.
No,
which
yeah,
is, again, unfortunate.
I still will continue to try.
Yeah.
And I think the safer way for me to do this is to do stuff for food banks and shit like that,
Yeah.
rather than me just fucking sat dining with a homeless dude. But hey, there's a first for everything. I wanted to try it. It was because I just went to a restaurant by myself and I was walking home and I was like, that was so nice just having a meal. And then I saw these guys and I was like, that's just ridiculous that I get to go in there and eat a meal and they can't even eat. So that's why I decided to do it.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, that happened. So moral of the story, don't help the home. No, I'm joking. That's a joke. That is a joke.
Moral of the story is don't go on walks in LA at night.
No, but I just want to clear this up. This is brighter together.
Yeah.
This is, no, I'm joking. This is brighter side.
Yes.
And I am bright. I just joke around quite a bit. So I'm just like, that's all.
Okay, but you know what was cool earlier today? Mm-hmm. We went working out, obviously.
What happened today?
And then
right.
we were sitting outside of a restaurant.
Yeah.
We're eating. I see Machine Gun Kelly walking by.
No
And I'm like, oh, it's Machine Gun Kelly. And so he had his headphones in. I was just there. I noticed him. He was about to walk right by me. So I throw him a peace sign. I do a pound it.
No way.
I said, love your stuff. He pounded it, said thanks, kept walking.
What?
Yeah.
And it was just cool. That
was today?
I was just sitting there.
That was today.
That was just a little bit before this. I was just sitting there. I was like that. Love your stuff. Boom. Just fist bumped Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, and then
he kept going.
Out walked a group of 3 girls. No word of a lie. It was like, yeah, I mean, he's not hot at all, but he's Machine Gun Kelly. And I was like, that just sums this place up.
The problem with
LA,
LA.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
it was
100%.
so funny. And I was like, wow, this place. Bro.
That is such an overheard in LA moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, literally. They walked out and I was like, bro, we could have been his friends. And he just went in. But she literally said, he is not hot at all, but it's Machine Gun Kelly.
And so I want to
And I
sit
was
here
like,
and watch him come out.
That's so
Yeah.
good.
So they watched him come out. But yeah, and again, that was an LA thing that just happened. I was like, only in LA. And then those girls come and say that, and it's
Yeah, it was
only
both
in
those
LA.
experiences are
Yeah, and
in
then
LA.
and it gets even more LA. There was a little stand, a little promotional offer. They're giving out vegan ice cream. I was like, damn, I really do live here.
Yeah.
And you were at Erewhon.
And it was like a
Yes.
pint too.
That was a
big.
guess,
It was
but
a
you were
lot.
at Erewhon, weren't you?
Yeah.
We were at
That's where it
Erewhon.
happened.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty. It was just like, yeah, I haven't watched it since, so it's whatever. I have more punk rock abilities right now. But
Yeah.
how
How many days do you reckon you could go without washing your hand?
honestly, I already did watch it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to
Do you
add
still
to
have
the
the
joke.
water in your sink by any chance?
No, it's gone. I washed the
You
sink.
see Brian with a straw. just sucking up.
Slurping it up.
Okay, but what's a time that someone's kindness made a big impact on you?
Man, I have too many times. Like, there is no way that I would be alive or doing what I'm doing
Yeah.
today without the kindness of other people. I can
Yeah.
think of specific occasions where the both of you have extended your kindness to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Bobby's very kind.
Bobby's
this guy's kind. You guys are both kind.
No, you're kind.
You're both very kind. And I mean, like, I guess I just think, if I ever have some crazy amount of success one day, I just know that I am not a self-built person or career.
So what does that mean? Can we get like a verbal contract of some sort?
Yeah. What do we get?
Maybe like 1% each.
Let's go.
1% each of that big
is,
deal.
That is
I'll take it.
No, you don't even know how big the deal is yet. It's a big deal.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Amount.
You just missed out on one. I got the one. I'll take the 2.
Can I negotiate for maybe 2?
You can have 1.2.
What about me? Does mine go up because of him, or mine's still at 1?
You have to do another nice thing, honestly. He's been nice to me.
Dang.
Okay.
So all the kindness talk was a lie. Well, we're not kind at all.
No, you're both very kind. I honestly, this is the brighter side. I really want to think of a time when either one of you was very kind to me. But I will say...
But I just can't.
I can't think of one for Andy. For Bobby...
Yeah.
Let's go!
No, but for Bobby, I will say you and I have always connected on like the nerdier side of content creation. Yeah. We love cameras. Ooh. We got into Sony around the same time. We love Casey Neistat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Nice. Next.
Mm-hmm. And it's just you and me here, bro. It's just you and me. And no, I just appreciate how over the span of time, you have included me. You've made me feel like an industry professional as someone who's newer on this side of the camera. I've worked for many years on one side of the camera, and now I essentially work on both. Mm-hmm. And you've always respected me as a creator, as a personality, as an editor, all of the above. Yeah. And I've always valued that respect from you because you're so good at all those things as well. And honestly, while I'm saying this, I'm like literally every word I just said I could say to Andy as well.
So it's fake.
Let's go. Copy paste.
It's true.
That's why we get 1%, 1%.
Can you just copy and paste his whole answer and then just do an intro saying, "And for you, Anderson," and then just
no,
paste.
The thing is, both of you guys are so good at what you do. I'm honored to be in this room.
He's talking about you.
I'm honored.
No, it's easy for us to do that towards you because, you're a pro, dude. You know what you're doing.
Well, I appreciate that. And, it takes one to know one.
Let's go. This is brighter side, bruh.
This is brighter side. I'm so happy right now.
Whoa, let's go.
I don't want to stop. Do we have to?
Guys, we've been doing this 58 minutes.
Let's record
That's
part 2.
That's pretty crazy. Oh, boy, guys, if you want part 2.
We've through like 2 of these things.
It's part 3.
It would be part 3 at this point. But, guys, that's it. That's brighter side. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, rate it. It's on everywhere. Ratings. You can, this is on Spotify. Oh. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's on YouTube. So, do what you guys want to do. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, you got some good stuff out of this.
Tune in next week for Machine Gun Kelly episode.
Machine Gun Kelly might come back. Get another fist bump. Subscribe to everyone here. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Just stay brighter. I don't say that at the end.
Roll the outro credits. All right. Are they going to play in my ears?
Yeah.
Ooh.
They're not.
See
you
guys.
Playing.
Stay brighter.
Stay bright.
Stay brighter.